Hello, my name is Emily Dunlap and this is my Go See It video project. As you can see behind me, I'm standing outside the Lakeview Trader Joe's after having just talked to Nick Martini, one of the store managers, or mates as Trader Joe's likes to call them, that has been with the store for 9.5 years, so you know he knows his stuff. I would have recorded the conversation I had with him, but unfortunately my favorite grocery store has a corporate policy that is very strict on videotaping inside the store. However, they luckily were very open, even though they're a private corporation, to answering some of my questions. Trader Joe's does perpetual inventory with periodic checks for accuracy and performance. Between FIFO, LIFO, weighted average, and specific identification, they use FIFO, so first in, first out style of inventory, whenever it comes to both their fresh foods and their alcohols. And that's when it comes to cash flows for those. As for the alcohol, the actual physical flow of the inventory is not as first in, first out. Some gets pushed to the back, but they have a general idea they like to keep with. And to keep track of food coming in, they physically count what actually shows up on the pallets from the warehouse. Each pallet has a pallet manifest, which describes what all should be on the pallet. 2 employees make sure the manifest actually lines up with the count, and from there enter the correct numbers into the system. To keep track of food leaving the store, the registers are of the most importance. When a barcode is scanned, an item is subtracted from the running inventory, so Trader Joe's always has an idea of how much of a given item is left. Furthermore, they use a system called shares to record any spoils or donations of items nearing an expiration date. This system keeps track of items going out that are not included in revenue. However, even with those measures, they cannot fully account for every item, and that's because of human error and theft. That is why Trader Joe's hires a private company to do a quarterly count of total inventory. These numbers are used to correct any inventory numbers that do not line up. For the most recent count that just wrapped up, Lakeview Trader Joe's had a 99.7% inventory rating, which means that it was very well accounted for. A lot of this has to do with their internal controls, like having 2 people count pallets. Other controls they use to make sure all assets are accounted for is to not let people who handle the books also handle the inventory. For this, they have an independent bookkeeper, so internal theft is luckily very low. They also do a cash drawer audit 3 times per day to make sure the physical count of cash lines up with what the count should be. This internal control keeps the employees honest. Only with policies like this can Trader Joe's maintain their great reputation and their amazing accounting records. Thanks.